It was a new era for Friday Night Smackdown tonight, and what a show they delivered. Everyone was smiling. Look at Brock Lesnar here, giving us a nice cheeky little grin. And not only Brock, but the Tribal Chief. Look at those white teeth. Oh, Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns smiling is a picture, isn't it? But this is, of course, things you might have missed. Before we get started, make sure you've hit the like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button too. It's free. But we started SmackDown with the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. And he cut a great promo, like 15 minutes long, trashing Brock Lesnar, sort of calling out Paul Heyman, kind of running him down quite a lot. And of course, making Heyman read out the tweet that said Brock Lesnar was going to show up on SmackDown and kick Roman's ass. Did you notice, though, Roman Reigns actually threw Paul Heyman's phone? Heyman's face when he did that was hilarious. But be careful what you wish for, Smiley, because the beast was unleashed. Brock Lesnar was on SmackDown, and destruction followed. One of the best beatdowns WWE has probably ever booked. Honestly, and I feel so bad for this cameraman, guys. Seriously, this cameraman was just doing his job, filming the action. And, well, Brock Lesnar not only took his camera, but he shoved him down, then smashed his camera, trying to throw, as Pat McAfee called it, a $10,000 camera at the Tribal Chief. We then had officials, security, and wrestlers all come down for the fray, trying to stop the fight, and they did. Fair play, shout out, by the way, to the fact Hurricane Gregory Helms is stood there. I loved seeing him on TV. It's been a while. Also, welcome to SmackDown, Angel Garza. I bet you wish you stayed on Raw. But undoubtedly, Brock Lesnar was telling us here that the war between him and Roman is far from over. Well, it might be for a while, because Adam Pearce then was in the ring after we come back from commercial break and suspended Brock Lesnar. Oh, and it just got better from there because Brock hadn't left the building. And Adam Pearce could have literally pooped himself in this moment, I'm sure. Honestly, Adam, why did you not just run? Look at the fear in your eyes. Why did you not just get out of the hell out of the ring, run through the audience and never be seen again? Dude literally turned into a tomato as Brock Lesnar choked him out, making him say it again and again. After 2 F5s, Adam Pearce ripped his pants. This just added to it. I really don't think this was meant to happen, but the fact it happened was hilarious. I absolutely love this. Adam Pearce is a former pro wrestler. There's no, he knows how to take a bump for sure. And we all know why this has happened. Brock is not going to be at Survivor Series. Survivor Series will be Roman versus Big E. Brock, therefore, needs to be ridden off of TV. And I love the fact they actually wrote him off of TV and didn't just let him disappear. So, well done, WWE. The Women's Championships title exchange literally did happen. Oh my God, what a thing this was. But of course, Pat McAfee made this even greater throughout the show, as he literally couldn't understand what was going on. And as Michael Cole spelled it out, he connected all the dots. Love you, Pat McAfee. This was such an opportunity for WWE to do something cool and something fresh and something unique. And although it still was kind of cool, it did miss the mark. And I think the fact they kept teasing, the title unification throughout the night, when it came to the ring and the championships just got exchanged, it didn't really feel that big. Of course, as Charlotte Flair made her entrance, something you might not have noticed was that Becky Lynch paid her zero attention, totally looking the other way throughout. I thought that was great storytelling from Becky and definitely worth a mention. But the interesting part is that even though the titles were exchanged, they kept the teasing going, with Charlotte saying, maybe we could do title versus title tonight. And you gotta wonder if they are still thinking about doing this. Obviously, this then ended with Sasha Banks coming out. Sasha Banks proclaiming she runs Friday Night SmackDown. Also, by the way, how great was it that Sasha Banks was wearing the same gear she wore at Crown Jewel last night? Love that. That's really cool. And of course, taking it to Charlotte Flair. Looks like we'll get Banks versus Charlotte before Survivor Series. And I say before because Becky Lynch did say, I'm off to Raw. I will see one of you at Survivor Series. Could they do championship unification at Survivor Series? I don't know. They keep teasing it though, so it's definitely possible. We all remember last year and the title exchange between the New Day and the Street Profits, and, well, at least WWE did it better than just some backstage segment, right? WWE did introduce us to the new SmackDown roster members tonight, including Ridge Holland, Aaliyah, Humberto, and Angel Garza, and Sheamus. This sort of previewed Hit Row's debut on SmackDown, and they look pretty cool. They got a decent reaction from the audience. Obviously faced a couple of enhancement talents, jobbers, as the internet call them, but that's fine. You don't need to give them a story yet. This was an introduction to Hit Row, and you know what? I enjoyed it. I thought it was damn good. For some reason, the internet hates Hit Row. I have no idea why. I actually have no idea. I think they're awesome. A new king was officially crowned on SmackDown. All hail King Woods. Xavier Woods putting that crown on. Do you know what? I'm glad no one interfered in this. I'm glad it wasn't something silly. This was fun. Watching Xavier Woods literally live his boyhood dream, is amazing. The whole story of the fact he didn't ever want to be champion. He wanted to be king of the ring. Now you are. You got to wear the crown, hold the scepter, and put the cape on. And it was just fun to watch. I loved that. The new self-proclaimed SmackDown Warrior, Drew McIntyre, had a great match tonight. I think it was just because it was fresh to see Drew McIntyre face someone he's not really faced recently, and that's obviously called Sami Zayn. WWE having fun, saying Claymore side effects may include this face. I love that. That tweet was hilarious. I didn't know if you caught it, so I wanted to include it on the video. But it may be the biggest shock of the night. Sami Zayn got new entrance music. I was not expecting that. It started exactly the same as his old entrance and then turned into something else. I can't play it. Copyright. Never play music, by the way, guys. But seriously, it was bad. I think maybe because we're so used to his old theme song, maybe it's something that will grow on us over time, but it wasn't great. Jeff Hardy was absent from SmackDown tonight, except he wasn't. He was actually there. You can see, look behind Naomi. That is definitely Jeff Hardy, stood there in the blue t-shirt. This was a nice little way, by the way, to continue the Sonya Deville, Naomi storyline that they've been building for a few weeks. Just a little mention on SmackDown. It's all you need. Don't need to do 10 matches to make a storyline. Nice little 1 minute segment sometimes is what counts. And also, who noticed Pat McAfee turn around and say, is that Drew Gulak? Well, Drew Gulak noticed as he tweeted out a nice little selfie tagging Pat McAfee with a nice little wave back. I thought that was nice and friendly. Also, we could be getting a new IC champion. Obviously, Happy Corbin's been getting a bit of a push with a new character. Tonight, he defeated Shinsuke Nakamura, so could be. Now he's pinned the champ. He should get an opportunity for the championship. Is he the next IC champion? What do you think? Also, mad props to Mustafa Ali for taking this insane bump. Look at that. He's stacked up like a pretzel. Look, what? How is his neck even still a thing? But obviously the big talking point tonight was definitely Brock Lesnar and the destruction that he caused to the blue brand tonight. And I loved every minute of that, by the way. But also, if it wasn't that, it's definitely that Adam Pearce ripped his pants live on television. Now, what the interesting part is what does Roman Reigns do next? Does he continue to berate Paul Heyman? Will Brock Lesnar return soon? I would put a prediction on maybe the Royal Rumble. Imagine if Brock came out number 30, won the Rumble, took out Roman at WrestleMania, and in the build blamed Paul Heyman for getting him number 30. That could be quite fun. But with Crown Jewel last night, I'm not surprised that this show lacked wrestling, that it was a lot of promos, a lot of storytelling, because ultimately the wrestlers are probably shattered. They've travelled across the world in 24 hours, and they're probably a bit banged up. They probably just wanted a rest. Obviously, respect to every single one of them that competed tonight that was on that Crown Jewel trip, because I bet you their bodies hurt, But anyway, SmackDown was still fun nonetheless. Sometimes a story-based show does not hurt the show, and tonight that was definitely true. For the Brock Lesnar story, for the Roman Reigns story they told, SmackDown for me, 8.5 out of 10. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like the video, share the video, and if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time. Peace!